Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Matthew Pillmore here, president of VIP Financial Education. Today we're going to be talking about this amazing subject known as velocity banking. You could find tons of people teaching about this now. When I first started talking about this almost 20 years ago, there wasn't even a name for it. People just called it mortgage acceleration. And that's pretty much what the concept is how can you attack and eliminate your mortgage and even non-mortgage related debts in a small fraction of the time. I mean, you could pay off, say, a 30-year mortgage in 5, 6, 7, 8 years if you do this properly and you're consistent about it. Now, that's not what we're here to talk about. I want to teach you the real power of velocity banking. So that's what this video is all about. Come along with me. We're going to dive into my bank accounts once again here online, and I'm going to show you exactly how much power you actually have with velocity banking beyond just paying debts off. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's go. All right, guys. So this is my Wells Fargo account. You can see here I've got an everyday checking and a personal line of credit. I really don't use the Wells Fargo relationship much. Really, more than anything, it's wishful thinking that because of a 17-year long-standing relationship with them, they're going to offer me some sort of preferential treatment, which I have so far to date. Couldn't have been more wrong about that. In fact, sometimes I go in there and I think they actually hate me, and it's mutual. I hate Wells Fargo. This is absolutely not an endorsement for Wells Fargo. However, I do love the debt weapon account that they provide me. Now, there are pros and there are cons to this. Yes, I want to teach you the real value here, but there are downsides, and I'm going to get into that on today's video as well. Let's go ahead and look at the personal line of credit. Now, for those of you that are new to these types of accounts, they're phenomenal. There are different types. An unsecured personal line of credit is just one of them, but it is great because it's completely liquid, which means it's basically like having cash in the bank, even though it's money I would have to borrow if I want to use it. But I only pay interest on it if I do use it, and it can be used for absolutely anything. So while we can chunk away other types of debts and basically leapfrog ourselves down the amortization schedule, which is the concept of velocity banking. It's taking fully amortized loans and sort of accelerating the payoff by relying on revolving types of accounts versus the installment types of accounts. And essentially you can save tremendous amounts of interest and condense your payoff period greatly. However, these also function because they're just like cash in a way where you can use it for absolutely anything. So they're much more comprehensive than what most people teach about here on the platform. And that's what we've been using them for. We use them to build businesses, we use them to make investments, and ultimately diversify our revenue streams, which is what a lot of people come to this channel for. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you're a subscriber now, because we're going to teach you how to create real wealth by maximizing both sides of the balance sheet here. It's called cash flow stacking. Let's take a closer look. Here inside my activity, you can see back on August 31st, we took an online advance of $13,000 from this available $18,600 credit line, okay? This $13,000 has cost us small doses of interest over the last couple of months, which we then have initially or eventually paid off in full as of October 24th. So we made a full payment of $16,000. Subsequent to that, on the 27th of October, we did an online advance and took another $2,500 out. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, what are you using this account for? Because it is same as cash, which means when I go back to my account summary and we take a look at the account activity in the everyday checking account, you'll see those transactions here where the transfer was put directly into the checking account and became instant cash. So on August 31st, that $13,000 was available. And on that exact same day, believe it or not, we made a Coinbase purchase to expand our cryptocurrency portfolio by $11,954, where I bought an additional Bitcoin. Prior to the relationship with PayPal and these other merchant service accounts, I caught wind that might be happening, and lo and behold, yes, PayPal has announced that they'll be using cryptocurrencies and the availability will be there, and the value of Bitcoin skyrocketed. So since these transactions have been made, meaning an additional $2,500 purchase on the 20th of October and an additional $2,729.35 on the 27th of October, both from online transfers from that same line of credit of $3,000 and $2,500, we've now generated $2,000 during this short period of time. $2,000 in profit as of the time this video was made. Now, that's fantastic and all, but certainly not what I would endorse or recommend most people do. This has to be money that I'm ready to lose if I'm going to make investments into something like cryptocurrencies. But it's proof that you can use it for absolutely anything. If I can use it for cryptos, I can certainly use it for other things like investing in real estate or building other businesses. So for folks that are looking for quick, liquid cash These types of debt weapon vehicles can make for a terrific solution in order to help you guys maximize that income and asset side of the balance sheet, while at the exact same time treating the leverage and the debts as your worst enemy, paying it back to zero as quickly as possible, which you can see that we've already done too. So with that in mind, guys, there is a big downside to this. My credit scores have been pummeled. And I'm gonna make a secondary video to this. I wanted this one to be quick just so you could understand the comprehensiveness and really the true power of velocity banking, and give you a great reason to subscribe to the channel and drop a like on this video. But I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you just how much pain I had to endure for this to happen, and to use these types of tools, which happens with velocity banking, whether you're using home equity lines of credit that are secured or unsecured lines of credit like this PLOC. It does hurt you. I've had, at this point, for the last few weeks, the worst credit I can remember having in years and years and years. So we're gonna go through that on our next video. Make sure you stick around for that too. We'll see you on the next one. Until then, make it a great day, friend.